Hey, it's Nolan Mathias and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking 7 tips for home flippers. What you should do, what you shouldn't do, and things that will make your life as a home flipper a heck of a lot easier. But before we get into it, do me that favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and also leave a comment because that also helps the YouTube algorithm. You can leave me a comment about how great I look, or maybe you don't like the fact that I'm wearing a hat tonight and a hoodie, or you can leave comments and questions. So questions about flipping anything you like. So let's get into it. Let's talk about home flipping. Now, tip number 1 is buying communities with high turnover. So what we don't want to do is buying communities that have 5, 10, 15 months worth of inventory on the market. What we want to do is find properties that have 2 or 3 months worth of inventory, that have high turnover, lots of listings, and lots of people that want to be in that area, because in-demand areas are ideal for flipping houses. If you can take an old property, make it new again, and do it in an area that has a ton of people that want to live in it, you will be basically rolling in dough after you finish your flips. Tip number 2, sticking with that community theme, is to get to know the communities that you want to flip in. So the ones that you would like to spend time in, the ones that you would like to sell properties in and basically buy properties in, and the ones where you would like to get to know the market. Now, obviously don't pick communities that are crappy. Pick ones that have that first piece of criteria, which is they have high turnover, but pick ones that are also desirable and places where you would want to live. Because when you're flipping properties, if you can purchase a property that you would actually want to live in and build it to the spec that you would want to live in, then people like you are also going to gravitate towards the properties that you've flipped and be better buyers as a result. So basically, flip properties that people like you would want to live in. Now, that being said, don't get stuck on individual communities either, because good deals will show up in different places. And often, flipping is all about finding a good deal and taking advantage of it regardless of where it is, because it's a good deal and a good opportunity. And what you've got to get really good at is finding those opportunities and making sure that you can take that property, do a renovation, and turn it over for a profit, or be able to refinance it and hold it long term. Tip number 3 is that you make money on the buy side of these real estate transactions. So you want to find properties that are really good deals. And places where you find really good deals is getting to know the community, going door to door, finding people that may want to sell in the next 2 to 3 years and getting them to recognize you and for you to recognize them. You can also look at foreclosures, and the way you do that is by asking for a realtor to set you up on a foreclosure search. Or you can deal with what's called wholesalers. So these are people who go out and work communities, try to find great deals, and then flip them to flippers, sell them to flippers, so that basically they make a small piece without having to do the work. And these guys seem to be really good at finding really great deals. Now, the thing you have to make sure you watch out for is that when you're dealing with a wholesaler, is that you are as well informed as that wholesaler is, and that they aren't going to take advantage of you and try to sell you a property for more than what it's worth. Tip number 4 is to know your competition. So what you want to know is you want to know what's available for sale. So what you're going to be competing against once you actually flip the property, once you do your renovation. You also want to know what's sold previously. These are your comparables. So these are the properties that have already been flipped, already been renovated, and what they've sold for, because those will be what establishes the price in the particular community that you're in. And then you also want to know what hasn't sold, so the listings that have been terminated. And the best way to do this is to get the terminations list from your realtor, find out the properties in the community that haven't sold, and then maybe reach out to the realtors that have those properties listed, or you could even go so far as to knock on the door of those properties and see if you can figure out why those properties didn't sell. And these are going to be your canary in the coal mine. So knowing why those properties didn't sell is going to give you a really good indication of that community and what you have to do to not make any mistakes when you're flipping your property. Tip number 5 is to establish a really amazing team. And what you're going to want to have on that team is realtors. Multiple realtors. You don't want to deal with just one when you're flipping properties. In fact, in a lot of cases, what you want to do is you want to find the community specialists that know the communities that you want to flip in the best. And you want to get them to all set you up on searches and help you find great deals. A lot of the time, the realtors will be able to find properties and find deals before you even see them, before they hit the market. And it's just as much a benefit for the realtor to have a buyer in their pocket as it is for them to have a listing in their pocket. And if they can take the two of you and match you with a potential seller and give you an opportunity to make a flip as a result, that's a win-win for them, and it's a win-win for their seller. And of course, it's a win-win for you. Now, on your team, you'll also want to have capable mortgage brokers and financiers, so people who can provide the funds that you're going to need to do the flipping. You're obviously going to want to have a great renovator. You may want to have a great appraiser to help you assess the properties. And if you're purchasing and flipping to hold, you're probably going to want to have a great property manager as well. And if you've got a team like that set up, you're going to have a far better time flipping properties than if you try to do everything on your own. A good friend of mine who's a firefighter once told me, you don't want to have a truck that's a tanker and a ladder because it does neither of those things well. If you try to do everything on your own, you're going to be one of those individuals who does everything okay, but nothing really, really well. What you want to do is focus on the piece that you do really well and find other people who do other things really, really well to build out your team. You want experts in each area so that you don't make mistakes. Now, tip number 6 is know your exit strategy. So what are you going to do with the property once it's renovated? Are you going to sell it? And are you going to sell it through maybe a realtor, or are you going to sell it through a company like Bode, who will give you all the information you need to sell it and maybe do it for a little bit cheaper? Or are you going to go for sale by owner? I don't recommend for sale by owner, but hey, what's your exit strategy going to be on the sell side? Or maybe you're going to keep it. Maybe you're going to hold the property because you've built up a bunch of equity in it. And then what's your strategy going to be to refinance that property in order to get your money back out? Having your exit strategy set up before you go into the flip is hugely important. And then not only having an exit strategy, but having a backup plan, and a backup plan to the backup plan is also important. So for example, we bought a property recently. Our plan is to hold it long term. But if we can't do that, our backup plan is to flip it and sell it. And either way, we're happy, but we know what our plan is and what our desired exit strategy is. That also helps with the renovation because it dictates what we're going to do to the property, and what we do to the property might be different if we're renovating it to keep it than what we might do if we were renovating it to sell it. So tip number 7 and our last and final tip is don't over leverage. We see this far too often with real estate investors. They want to go borrow all the money, do all the things, and ultimately they end up holding multiple properties with more loans than what the properties are worth, and it gets them in trouble. So the less leverage you can use, the better. So we highly recommend, if you're going to do flips, staying underneath that 70% loan to value number and really trying to keep as little mortgage as possible and as little financing as possible on these properties in case something goes wrong. So if you found this video useful, do me that favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and we'll see you on our very next video. Maybe